number 10, Nikita Dragun. This video is being brought to you on day 1 million of quarantine. I'm kidding, it hasn't really been that long, but if you've been in lockdown as long as we have, it's starting to feel like it. Though there are so many people trying to do their parts to get us through this pandemic, like staying inside and wearing a mask in public, others aren't doing much. We've seen a lot of celebrities and public figures getting caught breaking COVID regulations, and YouTuber/influencer Nikita Dragun seems to be one of those people. Not being COVID safe is a very unpopular thing, as going against guidelines will get you cancelled, so when you throw a big party in the middle of a pandemic, you're bound to get backlash, and naturally, when there's a party, there's people posting about it, and you're no doubt gonna get caught. Nikita Dragun recently faced backlash for having thrown a big crowded birthday party for her 25th, and the events of the birthday bash were documented by influencers on social media. According to the footage from the party, there was no social distancing and almost no one was wearing a mask. This isn't the first time Nikita has faced backlash for being unsafe during the pandemic, as she's been exposed online in other instances of not wearing a mask. At number 9, Khloe Kardashian. Now, I don't really think you could destroy a Kardashian's career, because if they're still around after all of the drama and cancellations they've faced, I don't really think they're going anywhere, but that doesn't mean that social media can't have a significant impact on their lives. Recently, Khloe Kardashian found herself in a bit of a scandal after an unedited photo of her was accidentally posted to social media. The post was quickly circulated on the internet before being taken down, and Khloe has been trying to cover it all up since. Khloe takes her public image very seriously and says that she's insecure about that photo because of how she's portrayed, saying that she blames the internet and social media for the way she sees herself, as she always has to look perfect. She sort of sees this unedited photo as pretty damaging because people always see her as perfect, and straying from this could hurt her career. Now, I don't think she has anything to worry about, because it's nice to see her and other celebrities looking real, not photoshopped, but I guess that's what she wants her image to be, and you kind of have to respect her wishes. She's even so serious about blocking this image from people that she's saying that she has every right to issue a lawsuit in order to get it taken down from the internet.
Starting us off at number 10 is Shakira. Sometimes you don't have to write the initial tweet to end up in a controversy. Retweeting it can be just as bad, and Shakira is a prime example of a retweet gone wrong. During this COVID-19 pandemic, celebrities have come forward to use their platform and try and help out during this difficult time. But the singer received some backlash for retweeting false information out to her millions of followers. Believe it or not, there are some twisted people out there who are trying to use the pandemic as a way to get clout and gain more followers. People are faking their occupations and pretending to be healthcare workers to get noticed online. One man was pretending to be a doctor, and it's very obvious if you go to his page, but Shakira must have read the tweet without actually reading the full article and retweeted it. She was helping spread false information to her millions of followers, and people felt she should be more cautious during this time about what information she helped spread. Coming in next, number 9 is Adam Levine. He gave us the perfect example of speaking too soon after he slammed MTV on Twitter back in 2018. He came out swinging and defended Childish Gambino's music video for This Is America after he wasn't nominated for a VMA. Adam tweeted, "This year, Childish Gambino released one of the most impactful, thought-provoking, and intelligent videos ever made. I'm sure he doesn't care that he wasn't nominated for a VMA because he's cool as and everything, but I care because I'm not that cool. And I still want MTV to mean something again, but it won't ever. Okay, bye." That is quite the tweet there, Adam. But later on, he had to delete his tweet and post on Instagram because he was informed that Childish Gambino was nominated for 7 different VMA categories. Not 1, but 7. Adam did issue a public apology to MTV, saying he still hates them, but that he should have put his foot in his mouth. I don't understand why he hates MTV so much.
And at number 10, the college admissions scandal. In 2019, the world was shocked to learn that the government had spent years investigating university bribes. The investigation, called Operation Varsity Blues, uncovered that hundreds of parents had paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to ensure their child got into the best schools in America. Even more shocking, some of the parents involved were wealthy celebrities like Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin. Huffman admitted to paying $15,000 to up her daughter's SAT scores, issued a public apology, pled guilty, then served 11 days of a 2-week sentence. Lori was accused of paying $500,000 to get her daughters into USC, maintained her innocence, and in 2020 was sentenced to 2 months in prison, while her husband Massimo was sentenced to 5 months. And at number 9, Tristan Thompson cheats on Khloe Kardashian. Usually someone cheating wouldn't be a big enough deal to completely overload social media, but in the case of Tristan and Khloe, the cheating was so outrageous that people could not believe it was really happening. The first time Tristan was exposed for cheating, Khloe was 8 months pregnant with their child, and videos and photos showed him out clubbing with women, and even taking one back to his hotel room. But that was not all. The internet broke once again when it was reported that Tristan cheated on Khloe again, this time with her younger sister Kylie's best friend, Jordyn Woods, who was basically a part of the family at that point. Sources said that the NBA star was seen cozying up to Jordyn at a party where they made out and were all over each other. After that shocking and embarrassing scandal, Khloe not only dumped Tristan, but Kylie was forced to cut ties with her BFF. And at number 8, Jeffrey Epstein. For years, people have speculated that rich celebrities have private islands where they participate in things that normal people could not even think of. And in 2019, it was exposed that those theories were true, and a good portion of the world's elites had participated in disgusting and illegal conduct while on Jeffrey Epstein's island. During that investigation, we learned that Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and Bill Gates had connections to this island and were documented as friends of Epstein's. The ties to the royal family were the most shocking, and the public was horrified to learn that Epstein and his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, were so close to the royals, they actually vacationed at one of the Queen's private residences. As of now, Prince Andrew is being investigated in connection with Epstein, and he's been stripped from the royal family.
At number 8, Armie Hammer. This business with actor Armie Hammer is still pretty big and causes more and more damage to his career every day. He caused the year's first big Hollywood scandal after making headlines as some intimate DMs were leaked on social media, which showed Armie talking about his bedroom fantasies, and since then, a lot more information and allegations have come forward. The Instagram page House of Effie shared the leaked messages exposing some of their adult content, including messages showing Armie's desire to eat someone. Some people, like ex-partners of his, have come forward with their personal accounts of Armie's fantasies. But this isn't all that Armie's being scrutinized for. Armie has also been accused of on multiple accounts. Because of this huge scandal, Armie has been losing work from all sides. When the scandal first broke, he made the decision to back out of an upcoming film project alongside Jennifer Lopez, and he also dropped out of a series he was cast for Paramount+. He probably thought that if he laid low for a bit, this could all blow over, but it's actually had the opposite effect. He's been fired from a number of other projects as a result of the allegations against him, and he's also been dropped by his agent and personal publicist. I can't believe that this all happened because of a social media leak. If that doesn't show you the power of the internet, I don't know what does. At number 7, James Charles. YouTuber James Charles has faced backlash and scandal in the past, but things are getting a little more serious this time around, and it could mean the end of his career as he knows it. Over many years, James has faced allegations of having inappropriate relationships with fans under the age of 18, but this year, James is feeling more heat. As more fans have come forward about their encounters with James online, and people have been posting leaked messages online, James is now in the hottest water he has ever been in. As a result of the allegations against him, James has lost his hosting job of a makeup web series, Morphe Cosmetics has dropped him and his collaboration, and his channel has also been demonetized. Because of his behavior online, as well as other people leaking information about him, James has essentially destroyed his career and no one knows what's next for him.
Sliding to number 8 spot is Kirstie Alley. Back in 2018, the actress was branded as heartless after tweeting out a disrespectful tribute to Stephen Hawking just hours after his death. The iconic scientist passed away at 76 years old, and not long after the news broke, she tweeted out a so-called tribute, which people said was cruel and heartless. She shared a black and white photo of him and captioned it, "You had a good go at it. Thanks for your input." People quickly jumped on her and judged her for her choice of words and said she was passive-aggressive with her thoughts. One person pointed out that it seemed like she was giving his life a participation trophy basically, and said it couldn't have been more insulting. She later tweeted a response to someone else's tribute where she called Hawking one of the 3 funniest people on the planet and said he had a beautiful mind. So basically, she ignored her first tweet and just tried to make up for it with the second one. Moving along to number 7, we have Jason Biggs. The American Pie actor is no stranger when it comes to pushing the envelope with his humor. I am pretty sure that that's what the American Pie franchise did with every single one of their movies and his character. that he has a very dry style of humor, so it might not be totally surprising to see some of his jokes are risky. Despite this fact, his fans could not get on board with one of his jokes when it came after a serious world disaster. In 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 went missing, and the search for it and its passengers became an international sensation and tragedy. Instead of sending condolences or offering any kind of help, the actor decided to make a joke about the trending topic, and he tweeted out, "Anyone want to buy my Malaysian Airlines frequent flyer miles?" His followers were furious and he started receiving tons of backlash, so he later issued an apology and deleted the tweet. And at number 6 is Mia Farrow. Apparently the actress finds her family pictures by Google searching them. And we only learned this after she tweeted a picture of her daughter, Quincy Farrow, when wishing her a 21st birthday on Twitter. The tweet seemed innocent enough at first, but then people noticed that she didn't crop out the search bar, which said, Mia Farrow and her black children. People were quick to comment on it and couldn't fully understand why that would be what she searches for when looking for a picture of her daughter. After seeing people's reactions, she deleted the tweet and replaced it with a new one, which had the same exact picture, but the search bar was cropped out of that. She replied to some of the comments that people were writing and said that someone sent her that screenshot and she did not check it before posting it.
And at number 7, Jussie Smollett. In 2019, Jussie Smollett claimed that he had been attacked on the streets of Chicago by white Trump supporters, who told him, quote, "This is MAGA country," put a noose around his neck, and poured a chemical substance on him. Social media was set on fire after the attack and pitted Democrats and Republicans against each other even more than they had been before, especially since the president at the time, Donald Trump, was deemed responsible for the incident. However, months later it was reported that the entire thing was a lie and he was never actually attacked like he claimed. Jussie was arrested and later charged by the Chicago Police Department for giving them false information. Jussie was then indicted on 16 felony charges, and in 2020 he was indicted on 6 more charges. He has been found guilty on all the charges, although he still claims he is not lying. And at number 6, Kylie Jenner's pregnancy. Nothing broke the internet quite like when Kylie Jenner posted a video to YouTube sharing that she had been pregnant for the last 9 months and kept it entirely secret. Not only was she pregnant, but her daughter Stormi was born before the release of the video. Rumors had been swirling that she was pregnant, and it seemed likely because Kylie stayed at home way more than usual during this time, clearly hiding something from the world. In an Instagram post, Kylie apologized for keeping everyone in the dark, but said that she wanted to keep her pregnancy to herself in order to truly enjoy that time. For her second pregnancy, Kylie did not keep it hidden and shared tons of photos and videos with fans. Some fans were even convinced that she had already given birth to her second child and was keeping it hidden because of the Astroworld tragedy. But after the recent birthday party of Stormi, where Kylie was seen incredibly pregnant, it's clear that she is still waiting to give birth, but it looks like it could be any day now. Halfway, number 5, Monica Lewinsky. The scandal involving Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky is one of the most shocking of all time, and it's still so interesting to the public that the scandal was outlined in the latest season of American Crime Story titled Impeachment. In 1998, it was exposed that the President of the United States, Bill Clinton, engaged in relations with a White House intern. At the time, multiple other women also came forward to expose his predatory behavior was a pattern. At first, he strongly denied it, but then a woman named Linda Tripp exposed that it was a lie because she had taped Lewinsky talking about her affair with Clinton. After it was exposed that he was a liar and cheater, he was impeached for lying under oath. He was impeached by the House of Representatives, but acquitted by the Senate, so he remained in office until his term ended.
At number 6, David Dobrik. YouTuber and Viner David Dobrik has been caught in a massive scandal on the platform that has pretty much seen his career be destroyed on the internet. In recent weeks, David's popularity has fallen after some people have started to come forward with allegations of and bullying against David, as well as his other friends. Former members of David's YouTube friend group, the Vlog Squad, have come forward calling David out for bullying and creating a toxic environment, as well as orchestrating pranks that resulted in one friend getting a And recently, a former fan came forward naming a Vlog Squad member as a person who assaulted them while they were under the influence. And they also exposed David for filming that part of their alleged On top of that, David has also been scrutinized for the part he played in the accident that his friend Jeff Wittick was in, where he almost lost his life. Because of everything he's been facing over the last few months, David has since lost all of his sponsors as well as the company that he recently started. Because of the people who've exposed him, David's online career is pretty much over. At number 5, J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling came under fire last year over allegations of transphobia after she sent out a series of tweets that were seen as highly offensive to the trans community. JK spent some time last year speaking out on social media about her opinions and views on trans people, specifically trans women. Because of the massive backlash that JK got, it reflected badly on Warner Brothers, who have been in the business with the author for many years, making the Harry Potter films, as well as the current Fantastic Beasts franchise. The company issued a statement saying how they were responsible for fostering an inclusive community and culture, and even HBO started to sweat a little because they were newly in the business working with JK as they were set to start streaming the Harry Potter films. On top of that, Universal Parks also issued a statement ensuring guests that they house an inclusive culture, trying to distance themselves from the situation. Even though this all took place last year, this scandal is still affecting JK's career because after a possible Harry Potter HBO series was announced, it faced backlash because of its ties to the author. Her tweets have certainly affected her career greatly, and with this ongoing backlash against her, her career just might be over.
In third place is Harry Styles. He's not usually the celebrity to end up in the middle of drama and online controversies, but he started to feel the heat after announcing his new merch was linked to the COVID-19 pandemic. On April 8th, his official label and promo account at HSHQ tweeted, "Stay home, stay safe, protect each other, now available in the official store." They tweeted a photo of a t-shirt with that slogan on it and announced the profits would be donated to the virus relief. People started to criticize his decision and began attacking his original tweet. While it's good that the profits are going to the relief, no denying that, people pointed out that he could give more money by simply donating to the fund rather than paying for the t-shirts to be made and all the shipping costs follow. On top of that, the people who are making the t-shirts won't be able to self-isolate at home if they have to work. Although fans normally love his merch, they just don't see it as a priority in this time. They also said it was wrong of him to ask people to spend money on a t-shirt during a time when a lot of people are financially struggling. Rolling into number 2 is Demi Lovato. Apparently, it is common for celebrities to have private Instagram accounts referred to as Finstas so they can express themselves without being scrutinized by their fans. It's almost like a catfish account in some way where they can hide their real identity. But recently, Demi has been exposed for allegedly having one of these accounts which has posted mean captions and images about Selena Gomez. It is no secret that the two of them have had on and off again feuds in their relationship, but they do seem to be in a better place as of right now. Account name goes by Trauma Queen Forever, and screenshots were posted online which showed pictures that slandered and bullied Selena. People are saying it's Demi behind the account and said that Demi's real life friends followed the accounts, and they wouldn't have for any reason if it didn't have to be Demi behind it. However, some people are saying that pictures from the account were photoshopped to kind of frame Demi, so it just depends on who you believe. Either way, the account has now been disabled since all of it came to surface, but there is currently a new trending hashtag Demi Lovato is over party.
And at number 3, Martha Stewart. The queen of homemaking, Martha Stewart, shocked the world when she was sent to jail for insider trading. In 2002, it was announced that she was being investigated for selling off thousands of shares of a company called Clone Systems because she learned the stock was going to be dropping drastically and didn't want to lose money in the market. She served 5 months in prison for her crime, but shockingly, her time in the slammer did not affect her career very much. Right after she got out, she was back to work, and now it's safe to say her reputation is completely healed following this incident. And at number 2, Tiger Woods. Golf is generally a game that's pretty boring in terms of scandals. The league of golf is generally very professional with little to report about other than the results of tournaments. But that all changed when the king of golf, Tiger Woods' private relationship was put on display, and we were all shocked about who he really was behind closed doors. In November of 2009, the National Enquirer exposed that he'd been cheating on his wife with a nightclub hostess. Days later, many other women came forward, and it was reported that he slept with hundreds of women while married. After many years of being blacklisted from golf, Tiger was able to come out on top once again and won the Masters in 2019. Although his reputation has been tainted once again after reports surfaced that he got in a terrifying car crash. His car went off the road and fell off a cliff, leaving his car flipped. And finally, at number 1, Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 VMAs is easily one of the most memorable of all time. Kanye West's interruption happened moments after Taylor accepted her award and became the start of a long-running feud that has pitted Taylor and Kanye fans against each other ever since. Kanye felt that Beyonce deserved the award more than Taylor and grabbed the mic from her, saying, quote, "Taylor, I'm really happy for you, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time," before being booed off the stage. Taylor was later let back on stage to re-say her speech, but the damage was already done. Tons of celebrities came out on social media to defend Taylor against Kanye's actions.
Number 3, Butch Hartman. If you were a fan of popular Nickelodeon shows like Fairly Odd Parents, Tough Puppy, and Danny Phantom, then you would know their creator, Butch Hartman. The artist was recently exposed online after Twitter users accused him of plagiarism. Butch has been doing commissioned drawings for fans for the last little while, and when completed, he sometimes posts them to social media to show off what he's been creating. This was his way of promoting his commissioned services, but recently one of his commissioned posts was used to expose the artist for plagiarism. After posting a drawing he did of Mikasa from Attack on Titan, one fan noticed that this drawing looked a little too similar until they realized that Butch had plagiarized his drawing from another artist. Butch profited off the stolen work of another artist and sold his piece for a pretty hefty price of $200. This scandal exposed even more dirt on Butch as it was revealed that this wasn't the first time that Butch has been caught plagiarizing. All of this backlash came about after he posted a drawing, so had he not posted it, maybe the scandal would never have happened. Because of the scandal, Butch's comments have been flooded with angry fans asking him to take accountability, but he hasn't acknowledged it yet. At number 2, Gina Carano. One of the stars of the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian, Gina Carano was recently fired from the show after facing social media controversy. The actress faced backlash for many of her controversial tweets, some of which included messages like comparing being a Republican to being Jewish during World War II, making claims of voter fraud during the 2020 US election. Because of fans' outrage at Gina's social media presence, Disney was forced to cut ties with the actress, saying that they do not condone these ideals. Apparently, according to sources, Disney has been looking to cut ties with the actress for a while, so this latest social media scandal was the final straw for them and they ended up letting her go. Other than Disney's criticisms of her tweets, fans have also condemned the actress since these ideas that she was sharing on social media angered a lot of people. This criticism could also impact her career as her credibility and popularity have taken a nosedive. Not many people would want to support her after this scandal. Finally, at number 1, Winston Marshall. One tweet is all it took for Mumford & Sons musician Winston Marshall to face cancellation, ending his career. The musician came under fire recently after he was called out for praising a book that, quote, condemns the destructive rise of Antifa. The guitarist was booted from the band because of this backlash and said that he was going to use this time off to, quote, examine his blind spots. This all happened after he tweeted the author of the controversial book Unmasked Inside Antifa's Radical Plan to Destroy Democracy, where he called him a brave man for publishing this and praised its content. This message of support angered a lot of people and resulted in him facing mass scrutiny from many of his fans.